Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day. Just a simple talking video regarding the market and also GPU mining and profitability, how it is now, I guess, versus what it was maybe a couple months ago. Gonna compare it to hashrate.io, also what to mine, and apparently NiceHash is more profitable on Ethash. I'm not quite sure if this is real or not. On a typical 3070, we're gonna talk about that, as well as just how the market is now amongst a lot of other proof of work coins, and I'm just going to go through that in this video. So Bitcoin has gone up to 30k, and this has brought some relief in a way that for miners, especially for those that really care about profitability, that over the past 24 hours we've seen that Bitcoin go up almost 4%. Actually, over the past 7 days we've seen Bitcoin go up almost 20%. Okay, but with that, the adage of a rising tide lifts all boats, you guys have probably heard that all the time, that a bunch of other proof of work coins have gone up along with Bitcoin. So let's say the past 24 hours, we got Conflux, 18%. We got Radiant, 11, 12%. We got Meowcoin, 7, 8%. Kaspa, 7%. Beam, 7%. Dogecoin, right? 5%. Zilliqa, up 5%. Aletheium, up 5%. Dynex is up 5%. I mean, actually, Dynex is up over the past 7 days, 46%. And a lot of other proof of work coins, like I just mentioned, have gone up over the past 7 days, along with Bitcoin. But there are some losers, okay? Over the past 24 hours, Expanse is down 21%, EtherGem 19%, Pigeon Coin, God forbid, down 6%, Aeon, SuperZero, Etho. Kadena hasn't really moved the past 24 hours, but over the past 7 days, it has gone up 25% here. But generally, looking at this, we've seen a lot of other proof of work coins go up along with Bitcoin, which is a good sign. So with that, over the past, I would say, talking how Bitcoin has gone up back to 30k, the last time it went to 30k was back in April, mid-April. All right, 30k Bitcoin was 30,500 around there, and then we had a lull going down here over the past 2 months or so, and lo and behold, we went down to 25,000. And that's when, over the past 2 weeks, we had a lot of fear. We had a lot of people, miners especially, kind of capitulate in a way that, depending on their financial situation, had probably stopped mining. But now that we've gone up 30k, profitability, which I recall used to be 10 cents at break even over the past couple of weeks, but now it's around 14 cents. But that's only if you're mining Dynex on a typical RTX 3070, depending on the GPUs, efficiencies, all that kind of stuff. But generally, according to hashrate.io, as Bitcoin has got up to 30k, it's now around 14 cents breaking even. Of course, if you had any 40 series GPUs, you would still be profitable up until, I think, let's say, of course, if you're mining Pepe W coin, which I don't really believe in, but if you're 18 cents, yeah, you would still be profitable. But really what I'm trying to get at here is that now that Bitcoin has gone up, we've seen a bunch of other proof of work coins come back up in price. Thus, that is probably going to bring back the difficulty depending on how many people out there that still have GPUs for mining, maybe just turned off, are just waiting on the sidelines and, maybe turning back on. To be honest, that's probably the wrong strategy. And this is not financial advice. And we've talked about this before. I am a true believer in mining and hodling during the low times, during the bear market, if you financially can pay your electrical bill out of your pocket. Because, for example, over the past 24 hours, Conflux has gone up 19%. Let's just say over the past, past 7 days, you were just mining Conflux and you've just been yielding and mining the coin and hodling it, then you would see this 18, 19% rise here. That goes along with a bunch of other proof of work coins here. But the main strategy regarding mining and hodling is the long-term play. It's not mining it and then selling it the same day. That's for those that, really care about profitability, or for those that have really low electrical costs. They are essentially able to make that dollar value. And so depending on your scale, depending on how much hardware you have out there, it could be lucrative to you that you are making $100, $200, $300, $1,000 a day on mining right now at 1 cent kilowatt hour. There are plenty of people out there with very low electrical costs, but we don't know what they're doing. We don't know if they're selling. We don't know all that kind of stuff, whatever. There are all types of different miners out there, and the strategy, depending on their financial situation and your financial situation, is going to differ greatly. But anyways, with the market going up this high, whether or not you guys believe that it's because Bitcoin has gone up due to the ETF news or potentially Binance, maybe they're doing some market manipulation here, as it seems like they are the highest volume exchange here over the past 24 hours for Bitcoin in the billions, $3 billion here. But for some of you that may know or not know or follow the news, Binance has been under a lot of scrutiny recently. But hey, I'm not a political channel. I'm not a trader. I am specifically a miner, and I believe in the long-term strategy of mining for long-term and just essentially waiting for, you know, certain prices of the coins to appreciate depending on which coin you're mining. For instance, maybe like Kaspa. Kaspa has been going up a lot here, but that could be amongst a lot of other coins as well. I mean, Kaspa is already going to be dominated by ASICs anyway. But anyways, I want to compare here. I saw on what to mine. Okay, just a typical 3070. I didn't put in my efficient numbers here, just doing generally here. Okay, at 14 cents per kilowatt hour. Okay, so it did show nice hash here for a little bit. So it's probably because the nice hash orders, somebody did place an ETH hash order really high, so the profit was short-lived. Anyways, generally on what to mine, it looks like 13 cents now is general profitability for breaking even. Okay, looks like Radiant, maybe Kaspa as well. Just looking at the current Kaspa network hash rate, it's at, apparently on 2Miners, this is 1.14 petahash, so I think it's gone down. That could be probably because Ice River has been shipping out these KS0s, also KS1s I've heard, and I think the KS2s are now beginning to ship in the beginning of July from what I've heard. But nonetheless, talking about, you know, profitability wise and breaking even, seeing these numbers has kind of given me deja vu. You know, people saying GPU mining is dead, GPU mining is dead. It's not. Like, to be honest, we are seeing numbers here that are actually better than the previous bear market, in my opinion. I do remember back in the day, RX 580s, they used to be breaking even at 10 cent kilowatt hour mining Ethereum, right? Ethereum was the big dog, right, back then. And I have plenty of videos showing previous numbers of, you know, profit numbers of an RX 580 back then. But because Ethereum is no more, right, they've gone to proof of stake, the merge, right, ever since that happened, September 15th of 2022, that the RX 580 has fallen from grace essentially because of the Ethash algorithm. And so we've seen more so over the past year, that we've seen a lot of other proof of work algorithms that are not memory dependent like Ethereum was. So we got a lot of core dependent coins. And so that has brought out of the woodworks a lot of GPUs that are really good at mining, you know, Kaspa, mining Flux, mining Radiant, you know, these types of coins, which are ASIC friendly. Okay, keep in mind, Radiant has recently been getting support now for a lot of FPGAs on Team Red Miner. But you can see, like on a typical 3070, as of right now, if I hit on what to mine at 10 cent kilowatt hour, it shows that Radiant is just breaking even at 10 cent kilowatt hour for Radiant. So that tells me there isn't really a lot of FPGA hardware out there that is taking advantage of Radiant right now's network to really take advantage of the profitability. So we're in a different landscape now because there's obviously no more Ethereum. I'm gonna say also the emissions rating for a lot of these coins together, obviously during the peak in the bull run, doesn't obviously match the emissions rating, right? That was in the bull run. I think Ethereum was 22 million, but that's different. We're in the bear market right now. So that is something that we cannot compare until the next bull run comes around, and potentially we can see Ravencoin, Conflux, Ergo, Dynex, Radiant, Flux start appreciating in price in the bull run and potentially could equal, if not more, or a little bit less, the emissions rating of what Ethereum was back in 2022. We don't know, obviously, right? We don't know. But to compare what Ethereum was during the bull run versus now in the bear market for a lot of these other proof of work coins is not fair. We can't really calculate something like that until we see price appreciations of a lot of these coins. That is going to play out. And we've seen a lot of proof of work coins play out in that, you know, higher percentage. Even year to date, we can see Dynex here, 789%. Kaspa's 375% year to date. Conflux over 1,000%. So when the bull run comes around, imagine when Bitcoin goes up, as you know, a rising tide lifts all boats. You guys know that saying. If we get into that new Bitcoin bull run, the new cycle, I'm a firm believer we are going to see a lot of these proof of work coins eventually go up. There's going to be some that don't go up, but generally, not financial advice, I feel like it will, just like it has done in previous history. But that remains to be seen. We shall see how that goes. Okay, guys, I think that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Giving you guys a little positiveness. I feel like we still need that in this space. I try to do my best. I don't really do these types of videos often, but I felt I had to because a lot of people have quit the mining game and it's unfortunate, but I understand a lot of people have to because there's these market conditions right now. The economy is quite bad, right? People losing their jobs, people living paycheck to paycheck, obviously people with expendable income or not having expendable income anymore to do this, you know, mining hobby or business. Because if you're trying to mine for profit right now, I mean, you're not really making that much and you're going to lose out potentially in when the next bull run comes around, when you're yielding a lot of these coins right now in hopes that they are going to go up in price. That's really the strategy there. A lot of you guys who watch my channel all know about already. I mean, that's nothing new for a lot of you, but I understand that it is a hard pill to swallow. It is a risky endeavor to do that strategy, but without taking those types of risks, then you'll be rewarded for taking a risk like that type of strategy. All right, my friends, let me know your thoughts. I'm still mining away as much as I, you know, financially can, hodling a lot of my GPUs that are mining right now for the future price appreciations of whichever coin that we're all mining right now. Okay, so I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.